Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, EB Radio. EB Radio. Your station for empowerment presents Mom Boss Talk Radio, a show that brings real life, real moms, and real experiences to empower mom bosses everywhere to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. Mom Boss Talk Radio begins now.
Welcome, Mom Bosses. It's another amazing Thursday. I'm super excited, okay? I'm one of your hosts, Manyetta, and we're just going to jump into it, okay? Now, we always talk about empowerment, entrepreneurship, building a legacy, building an empire for ourselves, our family, our children, all of the things, right? But I wanted to talk about one thing in particular, and that is age. Is age a barrier in entrepreneurship? And the reason why I bring this up is because I have had several conversations with a lot of older women who are very talented and very creative, and they think that they don't have any, that it's too late for them, or they can't go into the things that they dream of, maybe because they're working or waiting for retirement, or all of those things compounded together. And it got me thinking, even with me being in my 30s, I get hard on I'm always hard on myself because it's like, I should have did this, or I should, the woulda, shoulda, couldas. And you kind of, put all this weight on yourself because you didn't do certain things sooner. And it got me thinking, there is a lot of entrepreneurs who are extremely successful, and they started later in their years. And one of the first people I think of is Vera Wang, right? She was, before she jumped into the fashion industry, and is one of the world's top designers. She was a figure skater, a journalist, but she entered at the age of 40, right? So it's like, you can do pretty much anything at any age. The author Toni Morrison, she wrote her first novel at the age of 40. Yes, 40. And I think she won a Nobel Prize in literature at the age of 62. So age should not be a determining factor of what, you are able to accomplish. You have David Bazuk. I don't want to butcher his name. Bazuki, I believe. And I do apologize if I said his name incorrectly, but he was 41 and he created Roblox. Okay, my kids love Roblox. So it does not matter what age you are, or where you are in life. You're able, if you have a dream, you have a passion, you have something that you want to get out to the world, you are able to, and you're capable of doing all those things. The guy who founded Zoom, Eric, I believe his last name is Juan, he was 41. So age should not be something that stops you from diving into your dreams or becoming successful. And I do apologize if I butchered anybody's name. I want to make sure I get the information correct. But there's a lot of, and there's more. The list goes on and on and on of people who have started their dream later in life. And it really, when it comes to, and I'm going to speak for me personally, I have and had so many dreams and passions that I was so scared to jump into in my 20s. Maybe because I had lack of support, or I didn't fully see my vision, or, of course, fear is a huge obstacle, and I did not do it. And then going into your 30s, I start making these strides to push to get my dream, to realize my dream and to push it out there. And now I'm in my mid 30s, and I'm still slowly getting to where I need to be. But there's been people who have, created businesses that didn't launch. They might have started in their 30s, but it wasn't successful until they hit their 40s. There's a plethora. So I don't want people to think that age is supposed to stop them. It really shouldn't. In all industries, tech, and there's a lot of like tech, like fashion, TV, film. There's a lot of people who have, started in, acting at later in their lives. It might have been something that they always wanted to do, but they really didn't get the courage or maybe the opportunity to do it, or they even pushed themselves to do it until they got to a certain age. And they were successful, very, very successful. So I don't want you to think that your age is going to deter you. It should not deter you. What you need to do is take it as, okay, I'm acknowledging that I want to do something now in my life at this point, no matter the age you are. Okay, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it does not matter. There's people who graduated college in their 80s, getting doctorates in their 80s and 90s. So there is no real excuse. If you want it, go get it. It doesn't matter your age. There's younger kids becoming successful because they're like, I'm not too young. I am not too young to conquer my fears. I'm not too young to make money. I'm not too young to build an empire. I'm not too young. And that should be for anyone who's older. I am not too old. I am not too old to follow my dreams. I'm not too old to be successful. We give up on ourselves once we see, or if we feel like we've hit our limits, or if we feel like we're just tired and you don't feel like you can go for, we have not hit our limit. We're still in our prime. If you're able and functioning and mentally and able to do anything, you're able to become successful in any kind of capacity, no matter your age, no matter your status, no matter what you're doing. It does not matter. There's a lot of people out here who are very creative, very artistic, and it blows me away every time I see it come across my timeline. And, from music, from art, it's mind-blowing the talent that we have in this world that is suppressed due to society standards. But that's a whole nother video or audio, I say. That's a whole nother podcast in itself. But it's so crazy to see the things that people learn on their own. A lot of people are self-taught and they become successful without, the background or the formal training. People do things all the time. If you're passionate about something, if you want to do something, you can do it regardless of where you are at this moment. Regardless. There's people who've always dreamt of owning a food truck or getting into culinary, but they felt like they couldn't do it. Now there's a lot of people who are putting passion behind their food and becoming very successful. That's what we need to do. We need to pour into our dreams no matter the age. And it doesn't matter how long it does not matter how long it takes. As long as you know you put in the effort, that you tried, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And I'm very happy that we are having this, discussion, because we let things like, you know, income, finances, you know, environment, age hold us back. And yes, those are factors that may slow us down, But it should not be something that will stop us. You should always find some type of way to make things happen, especially if you really want it. If you really, really want it. Because we want to enjoy our success. So you need to, if you have a feeling, of, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, I really want to create something. I really want to provide a service for something. I really want to do X, Y, and Z. Do it. Just do it. It's not going to hurt you. Just to try, at least. Just to try. Age, it's like what? Fine wine? I don't know what the quote is, but I'm pretty sure it's something great. I'm pretty sure it's something great. Because you're never too old to create. You're never too old to create a new goal. You're never too old to dream. You're never too old at all. Mm-mm. And me being in my mid 30s, I'm like, I'm taking everything that I've learned over time, all the skills, all of, the knowledge that I've built, the things that I've learned. And I'm like, I'm happy that I'm in the spot that I'm in currently, because I was overzealous when I first attempted to do business. And sometimes that can be your downfall too. You're overzealous in the beginning and you're not knowledgeable, you're not prepared, you're jumping in head first in an empty pool. That's where we kind of, if you are that type of individual who was younger and tried to jump into something and it scared you because you failed. It's like, maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not meant for me. No, you have to learn, you have to grow. And now that I'm older, I understand that I needed to go through that to better understand where I need to go. I had to. I had to learn. And it's okay to say, hey, I failed. I have to start over. Because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people who are very successful, millionaires, billionaires, who failed miserably over and over and over again until they got it right. And now they're able to provide for their family and their, future family and all the things. I just want us to be great at any age. And you can be great at any age. Success is wonderful at any age. But you have to make sure you don't wait too long. But at least know where you're going. And with people who are older, I think it's, once they find that they want to do something, they have all the knowledge and all their, years of experience to help them push them forward. I think that's a plus of being older and jumping into a business or, trying to be successful in whatever industry you're going into. Because any age is the right age, as long as you want it. If you want it bad enough, it doesn't matter what age. But having all that life experience, the knowledge, you're able to maneuver a little better, in my opinion. But these young cats out here, they killing the game. They're in the era of technology, and they know technology like the back of their hands, and they utilize that to make money. Older individuals didn't have that. But now that I see a lot of older people understanding it, and now they're utilizing the technology to become successful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Utilize your surroundings, your environment to make you money. There's so much we can do out here to build an empire, build our lives up. So much. I just don't want people to be afraid to take a step because you're older. And that's all. That's all. Okay? It doesn't matter your age. I thought it was very important. That it was a good, topic. There is no barrier. You can do great at any age. There is proof. There's a plethora of individuals out here who has proven that it doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, that you can be successful and run successful businesses, be great entrepreneurs. And I enjoy that. I enjoy watching people flourish. I enjoy people winning. I truly do. Well, this has been a great conversation. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're, if you're sitting there wondering, if you're, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, it doesn't matter. If you're in those age ranges, if you're sitting there questioning if you should take that leap, go ahead and jump. Go ahead, take that leap. Okay, go ahead, take that chance. Because you're never going to know unless you do it. Write out your game plan. Figure it all out. You got it. You got this. Okay, we here. We support you 200%. 200%. And I'm very happy you tuned in. I hope you learned something great out of this. Make sure you go into the Facebook group, Mom Boss Talk Radio. And, we can share more thoughts and things of that nature. And, we have a lot of things coming, a lot of updates. I'm so excited about the growth. Let me say, we are growing. The growth, the progression that's happening. And I'm always in awe because we are putting so much into this. Okay, Jerisha, she will join us next episode. Thank you again for tuning in. We are Mom Bosses on a mission to empower moms all over the world. Remember to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. You are making moves. You got this.
Thank you for joining us on Mom Boss Talk Radio. Follow each of the Mom Bosses on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love Mom Boss Radio, visit the website at www.envisionedbroadcasting.com. We'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes. Until next time.